In this training video, I am going to teach you how to pass an interview in 2025. If you have a job interview coming up soon for any role or company, make sure you stay tuned because the tips, questions and sample answers will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button because that motivates me to create more great content for you. And tell me the name of the job you are applying for in the comment section below the video, and I will give you some extra tips to help you pass. Okay, let's get straight into the training. Okay, to help you pass your interview at the first attempt, I will cover the following 3 things in this training session. Number 1, I will teach you how to easily overcome interview nerves and anxiety. One of the main reasons why people fail their interviews is because they get so nervous they then can't perform to the best of their abilities. Number 2, I will then explain how you are going to be assessed during your interview. If you understand how the hiring manager is going to score you, it makes it far easier for you to pass. And then finally, number 3, I will give you brilliant answers to the most common interview questions. So, as I previously stated, the number 1 reason why people fail their interviews is because they get so nervous. There is absolutely no reason why you should be nervous. Let me explain why. Always remember this: an interview is simply a meeting between you and a potential employer to find out whether you have the skills and knowledge to do the job properly, and to also find out whether you want to work for the company. Once you start treating your interview as a meeting, your nerves will reduce significantly. And remember this also: if you don't get offered the job, although I believe you will after watching this video, there will be another opportunity for you right around the corner. And also remember that it's actually good to be slightly nervous at your interview because it tells the hiring manager you care. And here's a really good tip to implement right at the start of your job interview. Once you are sat down in the interview chair, or if it's an online interview and the interview starts, say this. This will help reduce interview nerves. Thank you for this opportunity. Although I am nervous, I have been looking forward to the interview and I'm excited about the prospect of working for your company. You are saying to the hiring manager, I am nervous, but I am excited. By telling them you are slightly nervous, again, that will help reduce interview nerves. Okay, in the next section of this training video, I am going to tell you how you will be assessed during the interview. Remember, if you know how the hiring manager is going to score you, it makes it far easier for you to get the job offer. During your interview, you will be assessed against 5 things. Make sure you write these down. Number 1, you will be assessed against your communication skills. Therefore, I strongly recommend you practice your answer to the first question, tell me about yourself, before your interview. Right at the very start, the hiring manager is going to say, welcome to the interview, please tell me about yourself. If you practice your answer, again, that will help reduce interview nerves, but more importantly, it will tell the hiring manager you have good and confident communication skills. The second area you are going to be assessed against is personal standards. Now, lots of people say on this channel, oh, you don't need to wear a smart outfit at your interview. That is not true. You are going to be assessed against personal standards. Therefore, make sure you dress professionally for your interview, because it tells the hiring manager you have high standards and again that you care. The third thing you are going to be assessed against is your passion and motivation. Make sure you demonstrate a genuine love for your work and a desire to make a positive impact on the company. For example, look at me, how I present my videos. I am extremely passionate about helping people like you pass their job interviews. Make sure you demonstrate a similar level of passion at your interview. The fourth thing you will be assessed against is your knowledge of the company. This is really important. The majority of candidates know very little about the company they are being interviewed to work at. They end up failing as a result. Make sure you do the following things before your interview. You are going to research the company by having a look at their website About Us page. Find out what they actually do, the industry they operate in, and also the products and services they sell. Number 2, follow them on social media so you are aware of their latest news stories. And finally, make sure you read about the company's mission and their values. By doing a little bit of research before your interview, it empowers you to answer the interview question, why do you want to work for us? The fifth thing you are going to be assessed against is your competence levels, your ability to do the job properly. So the interviewer wants to know whether you have the skills, knowledge and experience to carry out your tasks on time and to the required standard. Now, the most common competencies assessed during interviews are teamwork, which is essentially your ability to work closely with co-workers, your problem-solving skills, and I recommend you say in your interview that you are the type of person who takes ownership of problems when they occur. You will also potentially be assessed against customer and client service and also resilience, which is your ability to overcome challenges in the workplace whenever they occur. Now, to find out the competencies that you will be assessed against at your own interview, make sure you read the job description. On the job description, there will be a list of essential criteria that is required to maintain competency in the role. Okay, in the next section of this brilliant training video, I am going to give you top answers to the most common and difficult interview questions. Again, please write these down and also practice the answers before your interview. Here we go. Now, the most common questions asked during all job interviews are as follows. Question number 1, as I've already stated, is going to be, tell me about yourself. Very soon, I'm going to give you a brilliant answer. Interview question number 2, why do you want this job? That question usually comes up near the start of the interview. Question number 3 is, what are your greatest strengths? Again, if you study the job description, you will be able to align your strengths with those featured on that important document. Question number 4 is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I strongly recommend you say that in the next 5 years, you still want to be working for their company. Question number 5 is, what is your biggest weakness? Very soon, I will give you an outstanding weakness that is perfect for all job interviews. Question number 6 is one that catches lots of people out. That question is, how do you handle conflict with a co-worker? And question number 7, why should we hire you? When you answer that question, it is imperative that you sell yourself. Okay, let me now give you some brilliant top scoring answers to all 7 interview questions. Here we go. Interview question number 1 is, tell me about yourself. Let me give you a brilliant structure to use for answering this question before I give you my sample response. Now, remember this, right at the very start of your interview, you will be sitting down on a seat. And I want you to remember those 4 letters, S-E-A-T, because these are the things you're going to talk about in your answer to this question. S stands for the skills you have that match the job description. E stands for your education background and any experience you can bring to the company. A stands for any achievements you have gained in your life so far, either from previous job roles or your personal life. And then finally, finish off and tell the hiring manager the type of person you are and what you will do in the role to help the company be successful. So let me now give you a brilliant scripted answer to the question, tell me about yourself, that uses my seat structure. Here we go. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for this opportunity. I have the skills to match the job description. I am a diligent, hard-working, supportive and conscientious employee who strives to give value to my employer in my work. After graduating from college with good grades in subjects useful for this industry, I gained experience working in roles where teamwork, problem solving and customer service were essential. I am a high achiever. In my last position, I won Employee of the Month and was praised by my manager for my fast work pace and how I brought creative ideas to the team. For example, I suggested we implement a customer feedback form on the company's website, which helped improve service standards. If you hire me, I will be an excellent role model for the company brand and take ownership of my professional development to give you an excellent return on my salary. And I look forward to sharing additional details in the interview regarding my suitability for this position. Make sure you pause the video, write down that response and practice it before your interview. Interview question number 2 is, why do you want this job? This is such a great answer. Again, please write this down. Why do you want this job? I want this job for several reasons. First, I enjoy this type of work and get plenty of job satisfaction in what I do. I also want this job because the industry is ever changing, meaning there is always something new to learn. Finally, I want this job because it is with your company. I am attracted to your forward-thinking approach and how you support your employees so they can reach their full potential. Interview question number 3 is, what are your greatest strengths? The strengths I am about to give you in my answer will impress any hiring manager. Here we go. What are your greatest strengths? My greatest strengths are a perfect match for the job description. I am diligent, meaning all work will be completed on time and to a high standard. I am proactive, meaning I seek opportunities to help my team progress and I identify potential challenges before they occur. And finally, perhaps my greatest strength is commercial awareness. I understand that I must give you a great return on my salary to ensure the business succeeds. That is a cracking answer. Interview question number 4, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Don't forget to focus your answer on the fact that you want to still be working for them in 5 years' time. Here we go. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I plan to still be working at your company, either in this position with additional responsibility or have earned a promotion. In the next 5 years, I plan to develop my skills further by completing company training courses and gaining experience across company departments to broaden my business knowledge. In 5 years, I would also like to have the responsibility in the company for training new team members when they join to help develop my coaching skills? Great answer. Interview question number 5 is, what is your biggest weakness? Please be very, very careful how you answer this tough question. It's one where lots of people fail their interviews on because they give a cliched answer such as, my biggest weakness is I am a perfectionist. Don't say that. Also, do not say I don't have any weaknesses. This question is assessing self-awareness. For example, you know what your weaknesses are, and also it assesses whether your weaknesses will hinder your ability to perform your job role competently. But which weakness should you give? Let me give you the perfect answer. What is your biggest weakness? Here we go. One of my biggest weaknesses has been my reluctance to delegate tasks. I've often felt that by handling everything myself, I could ensure the best outcomes. However, I've come to realize that this approach is not always efficient and can limit both my productivity and the growth of my team. To address this, I've been actively working on improving my delegation skills. I've started identifying tasks that can be confidently entrusted to colleagues while providing clear instructions and guidance. That is a great weakness. The next interview question I want to help you answer is, how do you handle conflict with a co-worker? Again, this is the type of question where lots of candidates fail their interviews on because they say, if ever I experience a conflict with a co-worker, I tell my manager about it. Don't say that. This question is being asked to make sure you can get on with your co-workers, and more importantly, when conflict occurs, you take ownership of it to achieve a successful resolution. Here is the perfect answer for you to write down. How do you handle conflict with a co-worker? Here we go. I handle conflict quickly and confidently because I understand it can hinder a team's progress. First, I assess my words and actions to ensure I am not the cause. Next, I meet privately with my co-worker to ascertain their views as to why the conflict has occurred and how they feel it can be resolved. And finally, I hold open and honest conversations with my co-worker to find an amicable solution to ensure the team can move forward quickly. That is a smart and professional answer that will score highly with any hiring manager. Interview question number 7 needs a confident answer. That question is, why should we hire you? It is imperative that you sell yourself in your response, but how should you answer it? Well, what I want you to do now is watch me give the perfect answer to this question in a real job interview. You can do that by clicking that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. I promise you, the answer I give you in that video will impress all hiring managers. Now, in the next section of this training video, I am going to tell you how you can instantly download my brilliant job interview preparation pack. This is a formidable resource and it's going to put you ahead of the competition at every job interview you ever attend. If you want this pack right now, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Here's what you get when you download my ultimate job interview preparation pack. You will get my salary negotiation script. I will teach you how to get the highest salary possible when answering the question, what are your salary expectations? You will also get my 17 best questions to ask in an interview. At the end of your job interview, the hiring manager is going to say to you, do you have any questions for us? I recommend you choose 3 questions from the list of 17 to ask the hiring manager. Those are brilliant questions to ask. You will also get, and this is really important, my full body language techniques training. I will teach you how to create a brilliant impression throughout your interview. You will also get my outstanding 30, 60 and 90-day plans for job interviews, you will also get my top 25 best words to say in an interview and my job interview closing statement. I will teach you how to close your job interview professionally to impress the hiring manager. And as if that wasn't enough, you will also get my ready-made CV and resume templates plus 50 additional brilliant answers to tough interview questions. If you want all of this in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, make sure you click that link. Finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I am here to help you throughout your career. Please give the video a thumbs up and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an absolute pleasure and an honor to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the very best for passing your interview. Have a great day.